Hello everyone, I am Andrew Dornan, also known as the 12th Kind here on YouTube, and today is another weekly roundup. So without further ado, let's get started. I am still at college, and also I've changed the camera angle. I'm just trying to mess around with certain things. I still have the microphone in view as per usual standard, and this time around I've had headphones on just in case I can play back audio and I don't have to disturb anyone who's listening to something out in the living room. But anyways, let's get started with the big thing, the main thing my channel is known for, Let's Plays. I'm currently not actively working on anything as far as things that have been pre-made. That stuff is pretty much on hold because I've got stuff done all the way through the first week of March. There's a Let's Play that ends around March 7th, and then there is the extremely long Let's Play that is yet to be released, and I have videos for that recorded all the way through the end of February. So kind of that end of February, first week of March gives me a lot of breathing room, and I might record some more when I go home for the winter break, just so that way, I have all my equipment. Some of the equipment that I couldn't take with me, I left there along with my Wii U, and it might just be better to wait until the winter break to go and record the next couple of series and to try to keep that backlog going. Also, I'm stating this because it came up in a question in the previous weekly roundup, and that's I don't take suggestions, especially suggestions that are in a more, condescending tone. Like, I take suggestions with a grain of salt, but you kind of lose that much credibility. Like, you start with a grain of salt, and you kind of lose credibility when you add a condescending or narcissistic tone to your comment. So I just thought I'd throw that out there. I don't take suggestions. Another reason why I don't take suggestions is I've already got a lot of videos already planned out, in fact all the way through to Let's Play number 18, just because I like to be efficient with my time and to be prepared for any sort of situation that life throws at me. And if I do decide to just play a random game, it might just be for one single video and not an entire Let's Play. And I've also noticed that there are some people who watch my Let's Plays, more specifically my Bakugan stuff, and they ask me these questions like, hey, you should do this before the next episode. And I don't think I really talked about pre-recording videos a lot in a majority of my Bakugan videos, and so that information of the fact that I pre-record everything ahead of time kind of gets lost. And so, if this ended up in your watch next thing after watching one of my Bakugan videos, this is your explanation that I record a lot of content ahead of time just because I like to be efficient with my time, and if I have a lot of free time with not a lot of responsibilities, then I take that time to pre-make all of this content, so that way I have this several month long backlog in the event that I just can't record for a while, whether that be for school or work or what have you. Okay, so that's all taken care of. We can go on to the next main point, which is a bug on my notepad. No, it's not. Collabs. I might do some more, or I might start doing collaborations in the future. I'm already in talks with a couple of other YouTubers. It's just dependent on what our time is like, and seeing if something like that can work out. If it does, it probably won't be for an extended series, maybe just for a one-off video, or maybe a highlight reel, or maybe even a live stream, assuming the Wi-Fi at this university holds up. I forgot to mention that the time slot for collaborations, if I do end up making some, whether they're one-off videos or an entire series, those will be released Saturdays at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Even though I'm in Eastern, I still report all my times as Central, just because, you know, that's where I might spend a lot of my breaks is in Central Time, so it just makes things easier and to make things consistent. Also, in the event that I have more than one collaboration, I'll probably release the second one. I'll like stagger the uploads of the main collaboration, or I might just release that extra collaboration on top of the one that's already happening. So that's just kind of a wait and see kind of situation. Finally, we have a section that I just labeled as other, has no real specific category in terms of what this week is about. Right now, I am currently working on a documentary about the representation of artificial intelligence in fiction. That is mainly for my English 142 class here at SCAD, but I will be releasing it on YouTube, so that way it's a nice central location to find it, and you guys can watch it as well, because the amount of work I'm putting into this, I don't want it to just be a thing that I take snippets of and discuss those snippets in class. I would much rather share it with the world all at once. My ETA for that is going to be October 20th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. The reason why October 20th and not like the week later is it's the Saturday before my presentation, so I can have that already up there and get the rest of my presentation ready, and then that way I can send the link to my professor, and so everything is good to go by the 24th. So yeah, that's kind of the big project that I'm working on right now, which is why some extra content has been made, whether it's, you know, weekly video challenges or anything else. That's kind of the main reason why nothing else has been happening, is because I'm going to be pouring a lot of time into this documentary. Finally, I have been thinking about maybe doing some side series, something that's just super casual, nothing too major, but thinking about my current workload with classes and just all the projects that need to be done, not just for English, but for my design and film courses. I might not do these side series until much later. I would most definitely want to refrain from adding any additional long-term series onto my plate until after this documentary is taken care of, which, as I said, would be done around the week of the 20th, which, if I pull up my calendar real quick, it's only next month. I only have about a month to make this documentary. So it'd be the week of the 15th, since we do a Monday to Sunday week. Well, for this channel at least. So yeah, so sometime after the week of the 15th, I might add that side series, and I might even mass produce the side series as well, just as, you know, a little something extra on Saturdays. I know in the past I did the weekly trailers on Sundays, and I cut those off because there was nothing creative about that, and I think I might have more fun doing side series, but like I said, that won't be until after the artificial intelligence documentary is done. Alright, it is time to rip the page out of the legal pad, crumple it up, throw it away as a sign that another week has been finished. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tomorrow is some more Star Wars. Oh, I can't reach that. Star Wars Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast, and I will let you guys know every single week about the status of that AI in fiction documentary. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.